So maybe the very first thing that a person can ask, why Hayab? What is the difference that it can make? So Hayab Academy is made for great goals. The very first thing is language. The second thing is building leadership skills. Number 4 is in trying to implement whatever is digital in our classes in order to prepare the students for the future. And number 4, which I consider like last but not least, it is values. The human, the social values.
Yeah, that's the right thing, because if you try to be like them, you're not yourself, you're them. So you should do what you love, be yourself, and that's all that matters.
So for instance, after each movie that we finish, which comes later after, having different stages that I mentioned earlier, we get to a project that takes 2 levels, if you want. The first level is what we call the SMART goals, which is more about how you manage a project. And the second level is taking the main lesson, the main message that is in the movie, we take it to the reality. So the students live it. So that's why we say learn, live, and lead. For instance, after finishing with the first movie, we have had what we call Bacon Sale 21-22. It was the very first activity that we had this year.
Okay. صافي؟ قولي
when I went to
هما معليش يتكورديناو في الوسط معليش الميكرو يكون في وسطهم هادوك الجوج علاش؟ صافي ومين ستوبي باش نعطيو الميكرو؟
how can you give it to me?
غادي
So when I entered the classes in September 2022, when I returned to Hayab, I had like a feeling that I need to do more this year and that I need to make this year one of the best, if it ain't the best. I started in December 2021, the Bacon Sale week, in which I did my first vlog for Hayab. That week was very tiring. And with all the, the videos, the late nights, the audio recording,
Many people think that we take the money, but no. We are here to help, not to gain. And don't forget, make your touch. We present to you.
But then on my birthday, December the 12th, I received the video. It was really good. I was really excited about the vlog. And I really loved it. I showed it to all my family, starting from my parents, my grandparents, my uncles, and alhamdulillah, everybody loved that. But since they didn't know the value of the vlog, they really appreciated the English. But then when I explained it about, the leadership and where is it, and that it will help me in my future, they were excited about what I'm gonna do with Hayab that year.
Hello magnificent people, and welcome to our first ever Hayab vlog.
I got compliments from my friends, people in Hayab, some teachers from my school when they saw the vlog, and it was like basically a first start, a very good start.
So this activity, it teaches us a lot of things. The very first thing is we are not alone. We are living in a world where we have the haves and the have-nots, where people can afford whatever they want and others who are unable to afford whatever they want. So the students live those moments and they live how they can have that positive impact on their society. So on the basis of the different activities that we have been running for years, we have noticed that a lot of parents are 100% engaged and involved in different activities we try to work on. As a result, we have decided to create, why not an association, parents association, where they can have their own voice, where they can express their feelings, they can suggest, they can be, let's say, active participant rather than passive audience who come and watch and take photos, okay, to see their kids on the social media stuff. No, parents can be engaged, they participate.
السلام عليكم ومرحبا بكم في هذا اللقاء ديالنا التواصلي الأول اللي باش نعرفوا عليه جمعية هاياب أكاديمي للتنمية.
إنشاء جمعية هاياب كذراع جمعوي يشتغل في العمل التطوعي والخيري للنهوض بالقيم النبيلة اللي تشتغل عليها الفلسفة ديال هاياب عموما. احنا حديث النشأة ومع ذلك قمنا بواحد 3 الأنشطة على الأقل اللي من خلالهم بدينا نلمسوا النتائج الإيجابية للعمل الجمعوي. أول نشاط كان إنشاء وتهيئة حديقة وهيئناها بالإنارة ديالها وهذا الشيء.
افتتحنا العمل ديال الجمعية بهذه المبادرة ديال التشجير اللي كانت بشراكة مع الشركات التنمية المحلية مرافق بركان.
كنا جد سعداء بالمشاركة في هذا التظاهرة اللي كانت الوليدات ديالنا.
Gardens for all of us, no exception. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Whenever we say Hayap Academy, we always think about Hayap classes and post Hayap life. It is more about building leadership skills, and those skills go with the students wherever he is. So for this reason, we can see that a lot of students, when they leave Hayab, they are always connected. And maybe the very first question you are going to ask them, how are you connected with Hayab? They are going to say in brief, it is my family. So nobody abandons his family. For this reason, we can find that students, when they go to like medical school, engineering schools, etc., they are always bringing something to Hayat, bringing something to the students, either in terms of counseling, advising, recommending what they have to do, what they have to avoid, and also bringing some projects. For this reason, we can maybe we remember the moment Mr. Mohammed Sinan and Miss Isra al-Nasiri and other students, Maru, yes, Bakar, brought their classmates from the medical school to teach our kids.
هنا كنتعلم واحد الحاجه بلي خاصني نكون خفيف في الريفلكس ديالي، خاصو يكون خفيف، خاصني في الساعه اليرتي وفي الساعه نشوف واش الباسيون ريسبير. سي نو ريسبير با في الساعه غادي ندير لو ماساج ديالي باش يلاه نلحق انه نبريزيرفي لي زورغان ديال لو باسيون ونعطي له فرصه اكثر انه يولي للحياه مي اوسي يولي لكم كما كان.
I received news that high former students from the medical school were coming back to teach the students about the first aid. Well, it was a great opportunity for a second vlog, and I asked teacher for it, and he really wanted the vlog then. That day I had 2 jobs basically, and it was tiring. I did the vlog and I was helping. I was going downstairs, upstairs, and moving things around, asking if they were doing good with their classes. But I really felt good. I really felt like I was doing something that I love, because I was like a future high-up leader, and I was really appreciating all the things I did. Then we went to have lunch with them all. I sat down and basically, just imagine, an hour and a half having lunch. We were discussing just about one thing, one single thing about my future. Like the whole table were helping me out to find what I'm gonna do and give me suggestions, where they came up with the idea that I can do future studies in American school. That's a great thing. I learned for higher something that I want to do in the future. I wanted to go to the US.
How to deal with the emergency situations, how you can intervene in the tough moments when a kid is alone in his home, so we can do if there is an accident, so what they can do. So we spent a wonderful day, super wonderful day together, watching our leaders, how they deal with messages, how they motivate, how they teach, how they inform, how they guide, how they simplify their language, their medical, technical language, how they make it very simple so that kids can understand and can learn, and then they can use these learning in their homes. And at the same time, that connection was very inspiring. It has inspired a lot of students to think seriously about there is something called medical school, and you should have very good background, either in terms of knowledge or in terms of the language and leadership skills. So we had an exceptional day, and we hope that we are going to have it next year, because it means a lot for us. Bringing the family together is like Eid for us, together.
Another activity during this school year was the food expo. The concept was to cook something at home related to a specific country or a specific city, or you name it, that had shown the creativity of the students as well as their parents, and most of them were Hayap Association members.
So in this cooking, we sell gamcha, that is corn dogs. The process was very fun and pretty difficult. We had a lot of obstacles. We went and bought and had some trouble. I think this was very fun, and I'm very grateful for this activity and for all the people that bought from us. This activity is about helping people in Ramadan with the money that we will collect from what we sold. Everybody's gonna collect, and we're gonna with this money we're gonna help other people, poor people in Ramadan.
And this year specifically, the money we collected was given to poor people during Ramadan. We had some Ramadan donations, and we helped as much as we could.
So what we studied in our class, we studied about a film that really makes us want to know and make us grow into more knowing what there is in the other world. So also cultural acceptance is a really important habit to do in the world, and we want to promote it and build a society who can open its eyes for asking more questions about other cultures, other behaviors, habits, and etc. Thank you.
In our country, we should discover other types of cuisine, either Moroccan cuisine or other types. It can be international cuisine, because we know some students introduced the Japanese culture through the cuisine, through the food they have exposed. So we decided to have this, and it was a very, very successful activity, because the students were able to turn the movie message to the reality, and they took amazing moments from the movie to amazing moments in their space, in their expo. It was a very successful activity.
Hello everybody, my name is Shahin Zindofi. This is my partner Intaj Kisan. Hi guys. Last week we sold some Turkish food. We got some money to buy some food for the people in need. Let's go everybody.
So actually we planned this food expo before Ramadan because the reason is not just about food, just showing international and local food, but also collecting some donations. This donation was targeted for poor families in order to have their food, their meal in Ramadan. So the students, after selling their food, they collect donations, they bought what they have to buy, and then all this is gone to families, to poor families. And it was very successful. It was very emotional, and it shows how a leader should feel what the others feel. This is empathy. Actually, it is the empathy, yeah.
On the 11th of May, we received an email saying that we have a meeting in Marafiq. Well, we went, and we knew what we are supposed to do. The day after, which is the 12th, we got there, we got our badges, and we knew our roles.
Our job was to take those students to have a general idea about what comes after baccalaureate, what they can do, what road they can take, and yeah, that's it.
It was a very, very tiring day, but a good experience overall. We stayed there for around maybe 10 hours. 10 hours full of mixed emotions. Happiness, anger, frustration, and fun. For me, it's a really, really big honor that I have participated in that event. It helped me, first of all, be organized, be responsible, and dealing with frustration, also leading a team.
It was an opportunity for them, first, to know more schools, and second, to build interesting connections. I can mention Comarc Agency and many other schools, and it was a great opportunity for them. Sharing, building, fostering, connecting, and many things. And the list goes on. Many things like this. Last but not least, the biggest event number one, the greatest annual event that we have, it is StudCon. So every year we have StudCon. It is a kind of evaluation. It is a kind of assessment. The students assess their skills, soft skills, leadership skills, and also the language, because everything is actually in English. This year, StudCon 22 is planned as a national event in order to have more participants, more presenters from different places while preparing for the international one for next year. So the hardest part of any project is the financial side. So for this reason, the students have thought about a culture week.
Hello everyone, my name is Gustav.
The Socio-Cultural Week lasted 5 days, and it held so many different activities
like bacon sales, flea markets, e-meetings, presentations, and talent shows for the teens and for the juniors. The 2 first days focused more on bacon sale, but with other presentations, while the 3rd day also actually had bacon sale, but this time with the kids' talent show. It was really mesmerizing to see how confident were the kids while showcasing their talents and showing everybody what they had. Thursday was the 4th day, and it held the flea market where people sold so many different objects such as traditional and cultural things. And later on, we had the talent show, the teens edition.
I wish it could be taken as a serious topic.
The last day was Friday, and this day the flea market was still open for the public, and everybody were so impatient for the big tombola. And congratulations for all the winners.
اولا كنشكر مدرسه هاياب على واحد العمل قمنا به في نطاق جمعيه هاياب للتنميه الاجتماعيه، واللي كانت مشاركه الامهات والابناء بالمؤسسه، واللي كان من 22 حتى ل 25 جوان، واللي كان في الحقيقه كيرمز لواحد العمل نبيل اللي انا اولا كان لي الشرف الكبير انني شاركت فيه، وقمت بواحد لا انا للسيدات الامهات والابناء اللي قاموا به عن حب وعن جداره واستحقاق.
مؤسسه هاياب كنشكرها لانها مدت يد العون لا للتلميذ ولا المراه المتعاونه. التلميذ عرف ما معنى العمل التعاوني، والمراه المتعاونه كان لها الحظ انها تعرض المنتوجات ديالها المجاليه داخل هذه المؤسسه. وشكرا.
Hayab is a family. Hayab, you can see it is a construction with the different pillars. One of them is English, is mastering English the best way we can, the newest way we can, in a very innovative way we can, because we want to prepare students for the future, because English now is the first language in the world. You like it or not, accept it or not, it is a fact. The second pillar, we cannot, or the world cannot accept people without leadership skills. Those skills are the things that make a difference between a student and the robot. The robot can do whatever, but what makes the students better is his leadership skills, is his soft skills, which are our priorities. And those skills are not taught in separate way, but they are part of the lessons. We do it, but we don't feel it till the moment we come to the presentations, the moment the students see the change before and after. The other pillar that we have in this beautiful building is the values. We insist on that point. We are living in a world where the social and the human values are kind of vanishing, disappearing. We need to reconstruct. We need to retransform the world. We need to have that old, new vision of the world, how it should be. Values should be back. Respect should be back. acceptance should be back, tolerance should be back, listening to the other should be back, modesty should be back. All this and many others, we try to bring them back all together within our lessons. And the fourth pillar is digitalizing our studies. We live in a world where everything is becoming smart. So smart starts here. Smart starts at the young age. We have the intelligence, but we need also to adopt what is smart in the right way, in a very constructive way, in a very productive way, in the right way that's gonna pave the way for a better future for those students. No one of them is going to leave that moment of being stigmatized because you miss something or you don't know something. When I get my baccalaureate, or when for the other students who are joining us later, so you have to be the model, the example of the 21st century person. This is how we work on